Missouri Congressman and former chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, Emanuel Cleaver, joins me now. He's a supporter of Hillary Clinton's. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
So your fellow congressman and fellow CBC member and civil rights icon John Lewis said today that he never saw Bernie Sanders during the civil rights movement in the 60s, but he said he did see Bill and Hillary Clinton. Now, Bernie Sanders was involved in the civil rights movement. In 1962, he was arrested for protesting segregated schools in Chicago. He was at the March on Washington. Is this fair criticism?
Well, I'm not sure that that has very much to do with the decision that we made, but John Lewis obviously has the history and the credibility to speak about what he saw during the very turbulent days of the civil rights movement. And I don't think there's anything that Bernie Sanders has done or said that would cause us to believe that he is anti-civil rights. So I think that issue is settled by a number of things, including the way the senator has voted. What we're simply saying, and I think what John Lewis was saying, is that with Hillary Clinton, we have boots on the ground, somebody who's been there and was visibly there. It doesn't negate all the other unnamed, faceless people who participated in the march. I mean, there were 250,000 people at the March on Washington.
Right.
All of those people are civil rights icons as I look at it.
I don't doubt Hillary Clinton's support for civil rights, and I don't doubt that she's been a supporter of the CBC and the issues you care about. But in 1964, she was a Goldwater girl. I mean, she wasn't, by her own description, she was a Republican back then. I mean, she was in high school, but she was not doing what Bernie Sanders was doing at that time.
Well, the thing that I think we all have connected with was that after her awakening, Hillary Clinton was able to participate in programs and put forth policies that were revolutionary at the time. Working with the Children's Defense Fund is just one. But keep in mind that back at that same time, Ronald Reagan, who is now almost a deity for Republicans, was a Democrat. So I think if we're going to get into that part of the thing, I would have to say that, well, Bernie Sanders has just become a Democrat. But I think the thing we need to focus on, frankly, is history. I think history says something about what a person's future will be like. And Hillary Clinton has a history of getting things done and actually visibly working for civil rights.
Ben Jealous, the former head of the NAACP, as you know, he supports Bernie Sanders. I had him on my show a couple days ago. One of the reasons he said that he is backing Sanders is because in the 1990s, he said, Hillary Clinton was pushing the super predator theory. Quote, this notion that a child at age 6 months could be so sociopathic as to be beyond redemption, that was frankly only ever used to describe the actions of young black men. What's your response to that?
Look, I saw that interview with Ben Jealous, who I have respect for. But look, what he did on your interview, which is unfortunate, and kind of beneath who I've seen him to be, he spent a time just throwing bomb after bomb after bomb at Secretary Clinton. I don't think that that's necessary. I think what we need to be doing, especially African Americans, is pointing out to the public, to African American voters and others, of what we have experienced with these individuals, and what we've experienced will lead to what we think they can do. And I'm not sure that I saw Mr. Jealous just attack after attack after attack, and I've seen him on 2 other shows doing the same thing. It's unfortunate because I think everybody likes him and respects him. I think that's unnecessary. I don't think this is a war of black leaders trying to out-dump trash on their particular choice for the presidency. I think, you know, I'm not going to participate in that circus. I think it's unfortunate.
Congressman Cleaver, always good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Good to be with you.